What's up everybody, it's Owen here from Talking Watches with Eoin, and in today's video we're going to talk about some of the watch releases that came out this week. So on Monday, LVMH released their new watches for 2021 during their virtual watch week. LVMH, or Moët Hennessy Louis Vuitton, is a French luxury company that owns some of the biggest brands in the industry, including the likes of Hublot, Zenith, Bulgari and Tag Heuer. So during the week we had new watches releases from Hublot, Zenith and Bulgari, while Tag is waiting until early next month where they're going to announce the biggest partnership the brand has ever seen. And am I excited? No. I don't really care if they do another deal with another tennis player or if Bamford designs another watch for them. So let's move on. So now let's get into the week itself. I know virtual watch week can pass you by fairly quickly, and once they release the pictures of the watch, I don't really know what they do for the rest of the week. But, you know, it's up to them. Gone are the days of watch events where everyone got to meet up in a city, drink as much as they could, eat as much as they could, write it all down as networking expenses, and have the time of their life. But they were the good old days. So there's no point waiting around. Let's get into the most controversial watch of the week, and the watch that made Adrian's over at Bark and Jack's email explode: the Zenith Chronomaster Sports Limited Daytona Edition, featuring the famous El Primero movement. And as with every debate, I can see both sides of the arguments. If you were sitting at a bar and the man 5 seats down from you was wearing the new Chronomaster and you mistaked it for Daytona, would anyone blame you? I don't think so. With a similar colour scheme, bracelet and dial layout, I can see where some people are coming from, but for some of these people you really have to reinvent the wheel just to make them happy. To me, it's a chronograph. Of course it's going to have 3 subdials, and black and white are used on 90% of watches, so I don't know what people were expecting. In my opinion, I love the watch. I feel the colours on the subdial really add to the watch. With the open case back, it offers something that Rolex doesn't. The movement is proven and is one of the best movements at that price range, so I don't know what you can complain about. In saying that, would I buy one for $9,500? Like everyone, if I could get a Daytona at retail of around $13,000, I'd save up that little bit more. But with that being near impossible, and you'd be more likely to pay $30,000 on Chrono 24 for a Daytona, I feel that this watch is really going to do well, and it's going to fill that whole area where the Daytona should be. And as everyone knows, Rolex gets clicks on YouTube, so do I think Adrian knew what he was doing when he was making that video? Of course. And as always, do I care? Not really. Now, let's get on to the real homage watch of the week. Has anyone seen the Hublot Spirit, a Big Bang Tourbillon 5-day Power Reserve Carbon White? I don't know who names these watches, but to be honest, I really don't know what to say about this watch. It's a well-made watch, some high-end horology, and costs just under $95,000. That's all I can say. As always, Hublot really knocked this one out of the park this year, but watches only rappers will buy. With the Hublot Big Bang Tourbillon Automatic Orange Sapphire. Why does everything have to be a Big Bang? If you have not noticed, watch names are one of my pet hates that really boil my blood. But in fairness to Hublot, they are leading the charge at curating and machining different colour sapphire cases, something that not many other brands can achieve. The watch itself is powered by an entirely new tourbillon movement that features self-winding, a new architecture and 3 sapphire bridges, which is pretty impressive. The watch is limited to 50 examples and costs $169,000. I guess there are more than 50 people out there who woke up this morning thinking, you know what I really need to finish off my collection? An orange sapphire watch. And finally, to add a little bit of balance, let's discuss Bulgaria and how I really need a holiday. Bulgari is not a brand I'm very familiar with, as the majority of watches do not appear on my radar, but for my loyal 68 subscribers, I will take a look. So if we're going to discuss Bulgari, let's skip over all the paper tin watches that hold all the world records in the world, and let's focus on something I'd wear myself. The new Bulgari Octo Romo Carillon Tourbillon. The watch really gives off the feeling of a watch designed by an independent watch brand, and this is something I love. The watch combines a tourbillon with a repeater, striking the chimes of Westminster on 3 gongs. One of my favourite parts of the watch is the fact that Bulgari have flipped the usual arrangement of the repeater and now have the 3 gongs and the hammers on the dial side. This adds to the whole magic of a repeater, as you can actually watch them do their thing without having to take off your watch and twist it around. This watch has more specs than we have time for, so here is the most important. It will cost you $259,000 and is limited to 15 pieces. Overall, some amazing watches were released this week, but if it wasn't for Rolex, a lot of these releases would have just drifted by. So, moral of the story, put Rolex in your titles if you're making YouTube videos and you'll get hits. End of. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, do all the things you kind of do. And if you can, please put your comments below what you thought was your favourite release of the week, what you think about the Chronomaster Sports versus Daytona, and if you can, please get as abusive to me in the comments as possible, because that's what sells.